No way. It's our first time doing it on a ZX-10R. Here it is, the first episode of our ZX-10R build, guys. It's the 2026 ZX-10R right here in the Kawasaki green and the blue and all the colors that it comes with. I'm Manny from Motomillion, and we're gonna take this ZX-10R over a few episodes and make it the ultimate ZX-10R, give it the full Motomillion treatment and make it the Motomillion ZX-10R. Today is our first episode. We always forget to do this, but I'm holding the scales in my hands because we filled up the fuel. It's already full. And by the way, vlogs are back. We showed some of the behind the scenes for this video on the vlogs. It was smooth, but it could have been smoother to get it to this stage of filming this video. But if you take a look, the fuel tank is completely full. So we want to be fair. It's full of fuel, almost overflowing, but let's get this back. And today's gonna be our first mods, but before we do the first mods, let's weigh this thing. I don't know if you want to take a guess of how much this bike weighs. It's zeroed out over here. We're not cheating. We're not adding extra weight to come and tell you guys we made it an ultra lightweight or 60 pounds off this bike when we're done this episode. Let's zero it out again. It's at 0. I'll put it here. Put it in the comments down below. Stop the video or pause the video. Go down in the comments below and let us know what you think it weighs. My guess is going to be 432 pounds. And Brian behind the camera, what's your guess?
467.
No, not that high. All right. All right, all right. Maybe I'm proving wrong, but it feels pretty light. It didn't shut off, right? No, okay, we got to try it one more time. Is it 0? Can you press 0 for me? Because I moved the scales. Yeah, we gotta do that one shot. Okay, it's all on. What? No way. No way, Brian, did you look it up? 465 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Are you, no, did you looked it up?
No, I didn't.
This is heavy, it doesn't feel heavy. None of the Ducatis weighs this much, guys. I mean, we don't have a stock one. I'm in disbelief, so I'm gonna pull this off. I'm off by 30 pounds. Holy cow, no, it's a 0. I'm gonna go back up again. What a piggy. This is the green piggy. Yeah, it's 467 now, 466, it's settled, it's the same weight. Holy cow, guys. Wow, I guess we got a lot of work to do because we gotta get a lot of weight off the bike. I had no idea. I'm in disbelief. I really thought it's gonna be 430s or something. But, so let me get it on our stand and then we're gonna start installing stuff. Let's show you guys what it is. This went down to 465 if anybody cares, of a pound. So the first mods, as always, is our Radiator Guards. It's by Evotech. I already got a nick on the radiator. It's been 36 miles. We have some axle sliders for the front and back. Why not, while we're at it? We have our Fender Eliminator kit right here by NRC, New Race Cycles. And also, we have our TWM Fuel Cap. I already went to the gas station once and put fuel in it, and I wish I had this. And this will give you an idea that we're doing blue accents with the bike. We have green as well, so if you want a green handle, TWM makes it, it's on our website. Also, we're gonna put the WRS Windscreen. In this case, I'm going for the full race look. We went with the clear one, but they're available in light smoke and dark smoke. And also, we got these new puppies in. We're on full Kawasaki mode. We got our Evotech little tray for the parts or tools, whatever. While we're working, we could put our bolts around. But I also want to show you that we already put some stuff on. So let's be clear. This is not a completely stock bike, right? We have spools. Before somebody says you put spools on, that's why it weighs so much. The spools are already on there, but those are our new parts. It should be fairly straightforward. At least it weighs a lot more than a Ducati, but from what I understand, this windscreen is going to be a lot easier to install than a Ducati because on most of the Panigales, you got to pull it off. But also, if you see this behind, let me show you this. You came here for Kawasaki content, we've got to show you the Ducatis. We just got this, and it's the Hypermotor V2 SV. I believe it's the first one in Florida, if not in the US. Absolutely amazing bike, but we gotta wait for another episode for that where we do the reveal. Now, if you watch it, you're gonna know a little bit of what bike it is. And also we'll do the first ride and the first mods and everything else. But now it's Kawasaki time. Let's put it on our bench, lift the bike and get all these parts on. What a piggy. Just a note, guys, when you are doing this yourself, I don't know why, maybe it's because this is a 2026, the instructions show that you take one bolt out and this piece comes out. This is your horn bracket. That's not the case. We actually have to take all the bolts from the top that holds the radiator, the side bolts for the oil cooler, and also the bottom bolt off so that we have enough play in the oil cooler and the radiator. Then pull this piece out because I believe the horn is going to attach to this part over here. We'll get it on, but I also want to show you real quickly, look, in 35 miles, how many nicks we already have on our radiator. And this was just riding on the highway and coming over here to the Motomillion studios. That's why we always say the radiator guards are your best bet for your protection on your bike. And that's why we haven't done the first ride. Once I saw that, I said, I'm going to put the radiator guards on and then we'll do the first ride. And also I can enjoy the bike more so that I could do the 500 or 600 miles that it requires for the first service. Then we're going to dig deep into this bike and put an exhaust and many other parts. So another update, guys, if you're having issues putting the top one in because the instructions don't show any additional things being removed and it's correct, there is a brake line bracket right up here where my hand is. The radiator guard has just enough room to slide in there. You slide it in and then don't try to put everything back together yet. This oil cooler has to go in and has a place for bolts. You could pull this forward like this to slide everything in and then you push it back in so that the radiator guard sits under the oil cooler guard. And now we're going to use our bolts. I'm going to put just some blue Loctite on these bolts to tighten those in, and then we're trying to figure out what we're doing with this new horn or the new location of the horn. It's actually not that hard. It's just the fact that I'm doing it for the first time. It's nothing like putting a radiator guard on a Panigale V4, which the whole front end of the bike comes apart. I just had expectations of this being a lot easier. Again, it's not hard, it's the first time. Take your time and just figure things out before you bend anything on the bike. All right, we got the tail pulled apart. Now I am putting together the NRC kit. They have pretty good instructions if you go and search on their website for their instructions. But I think the biggest thing is getting the cables out with the connectors. I would probably just cut them next time, because then you still have to pull the connectors out. But the connectors, you gotta have access from here and see exactly where it goes. So that's why this side is taken apart. And also this is something new for the 2026 ZX-10R. I was gonna call it 6R. This piece right here, these are the aero pieces that it has. And now we gotta do all this, put this kit together. I think the small spaces go with the long bolts. Then we gotta push these things down. Fender Eliminator is on. I'm pretty frustrated with the way that this seat goes on, but hey, it's on. We just have to get used to Kawasaki things. This is the part that we said this is the mystery part that we're going to install instead of the rear seat, and hopefully we put everything back together so that the key works still to get this off. All right, it's working. There we go. This is our rear solo seat cover. Matches perfectly to the green of the Kawasaki green. And I want to remind you guys that all the products that you see on our videos is in the link in the description below. Our Fender Eliminator really cleans up the back. We have no license plate right now anyways. What else is going to clean up the back is removing these passenger foot pegs because we no longer have a passenger seat. It's also going to save a lot of weight. We don't have the bracket to hold the stock exhaust yet. That's going to be here for the next episode, or we'll show that on our vlog series, guys, because that's some small part. But for this video, we're going to remove the one on the left side of the bike so that at least we get a clean view from the left side of the bike. And then we're going to do the fuel cap and the windscreen, which I hope it's going to be a lot easier than what you've seen so far. This wasn't hard, but it's just the routing of the cables and fidgeting with the seat. Took me a little while. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning Kawasaki things and how to make it the most complicated way to install a seat and remove a seat off a motorcycle. This is our TWM Fuel Cap, and if you take a look, we had some dummy bolts that we installed, and then there is these spacers and the other bolts, and also some O-rings. Those O-rings are to hold the spacers in place to make it easier for you to install this, so you don't drop the spacers. You're supposed to slide it down like this. So now, when we go to install the fuel cap, this spacer won't fall off of it. Let's continue on with the rest of them, and then we'll get the fuel cap on. And you're probably wondering, what is this? This is not a breather tube, guys. Everybody calls this the fuel cap breather tube. This actually is an overflow tube. If you take a look, if you open this fuel cap, there's a little dimple here. That's where it goes. So if you ever overfill your fuel cap, it's supposed to drain out of here for you. That's what this is. Don't call this a breather tube. Fuel cap is on, it's looking good, and now you know that we're using blue accents on the bike because the bike's pretty green. I don't want to add any more green, but also it's very hard to match this amazing Ninja or Kawasaki green. If you take a look, there's blue around the bike as accent pieces. I think this works really well. This is a TWM Fuel Cap, quarter turn, take it out, fill up, and put it back in. You don't have to remove your keys off the ignition or fiddle around with your keys. Don't forget it at the gas station. But also I want to remind you guys that these pieces are the original quick action fuel caps. Every other fuel cap that you see that says quick action on it or is doing this thing right here like this, it's actually a ripoff of the TWM fuel caps. They've been doing this for years. They're the ones who invented this. And now we have it on our Kawasaki as well. Now let's get to the windscreen. Let's put a WRS windscreen on this, and then I think it's going to be time to put more miles on this bike. Final stage, guys, we're going to put our front and rear axle sliders by Evotech. This should be fairly quick and simple. In the back, this bike has a cotter pin. Unlike the BMWs and the Ducatis, they usually don't use a cotter pin for a safety pin. There's a small machine piece that still keeps the cotter pin there. I'll show it to you when I get there. I'm going to start with the front. That's the easier part, and then we'll move to the back. And then we'll pull this bike down, see how clean it looks. And then the next video is going to be a ride video. So this is the machine piece with the cotter pin that I was indicating. Technically, this cotter pin goes through here, through your axle, and it'll also go through this piece like this, so that you still have your cotter pin for safety. And this goes here just like this. Cotter pin goes through. Well, those were the first mods for our ZX-10R. We did the Radiator and Oil Cooler Guards by Evotech. We added more protection by our front and rear axle sliders. We did a little bit of cleanup work at the back over here. Now the back actually looks very good with our new Race Cyclist Fender Eliminator kit. The Fender Eliminator kit's from 2020 all the way to 2026. It looks fantastic, and actually the turn signals are pretty bright as well. Let's put the four-ways on so we can see it. I think it looks very cool. The license plate mounts here. You want to make it look extra clean without having a license plate on it right now. But also we did our TWM Fuel Cap so that our fuel fill-ups are easy. You quick turn, take it out, that's just a quarter turn, and you put it back on. We did the WRS Windscreen. We came to realize actually on these, at least on the 2026 model year, it looks like it already comes with a high windscreen from the factory. But if you want dark smoke or light smoke as well, you could also run that as well. But also this clear one to me looks much nicer. But also having that WRS logo right there gives it a more racy look, since almost all the MotoGP field and also the World Superbike field is now running these windscreens. I bet you it's a little bit lighter too, since we're on a path to save weight. We put our solo seat cover. We're going to get this new part in. That'll be on our vlog. But we also removed the passenger footbag on the left side. As you saw, this bike was a little bit porky, let's call it, a little fatty. 466 pounds if I recall, with a full of tank of fuel. And I think we saved a little bit of weight today. We'll probably do a few other things to this bike before we start weighing things in. Maybe when we do the wheels, we could do a weigh-in to see if it actually really helped. I don't even know how much these stock wheels weigh, but I'm kind of afraid because this bike started off as a very, very heavyweight, and now we have to try to get it to be a lightweight contender against the sea of all of these Ducatis that are here that are pretty much already starting off with a 30 or 20 pound less weight. So on the next video, we're going to be taking this out for a ride. I'm going to give you guys my first ride impressions. Nothing we did today changes the bike's feel from a stock ZX-10R, and I refuse to ride a bike without the Radiator and Oil Cooler Guards. I think you saw in the video we already had a few nicks on the radiator from just a 35-mile ride from the dealership down to the Motomillion studios. And as always, guys, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, have a good one.